What's up, you guys? I am CA the Life, author of The Life. I'm back with chapter 8 in Maximum Influence by Kurt Mortensen. And what we're trying to do here is give you guys some more persuasion skills and in an effort to be more influential. And that should be able to help you out in your dating adventures. All right. So today's episode is episode 8, The Law of Verbal Packaging, the Leverage of Language. This chapter starts out with a quote and by Jim Rohn that I thought was pretty cool. He said, "Real persuasion comes from putting more of you into everything you say. Words have an effect. Words loaded with emotion have a powerful effect." Okay, and the chapter started off just talking about flight attendants and how they choose their verbiage and how pilots also choose their verbiage to make people more comfortable because they know they're getting ready to be so high up in the air for so long, right? And you want people to be comfortable in how they choose their words. So they were relating that to how you need to choose your words. The law of verbal packaging says the more skillful you are in the use of language and vocal techniques, the more persuasive you will be. And we all need to be more persuasive. The first section is on the inherent power of words and how words shape our thoughts, our feelings, and our attitudes. And that makes words so important, especially when we are communicating with others, trying to get them to do what we want. With that being said, successful persuaders know the right words to use and the words not to use. That's the power of words. In the second section of the chapter, they talk about the fundamentals of language usage. And the first topic was word choice. And they made it very simple. They're talking about words that repel people compared to superior words that people will enjoy or can dig. And one example they used was like contract versus agreement. When people say sign this contract, people start fringing up, you know what I'm saying? But hey, here's our agreement. It sounds better. So that's an example. The second tool they gave us is called double speaking. And when you double speak, you replace offensive language with less offensive language. For example, say in a job, they might say downsizing. People hear downsizing, oh no, we're going to get fired, blah blah blah. But they might choose a better word like right sizing, and it means the same thing, but it just sounds better. It doesn't trigger people in a bad way. Third was the power of word choice. The power of word choice. It says use words that capture their curiosity, grab their attention, and trigger emotions. Positive emotions, hopefully, unless you're selling life insurance, you know what I mean? So you want to trigger positive things. You want to trigger the right emotions. And for the most part, you want to use positive connotations, okay? So just like we said before, choose the right words to get your point across the best way. Next, they talked about the use of silence. And it was very powerful because it said sometimes the right word is no word. Okay, the right word is no word. Sometimes not saying anything is better than saying something. And also, you can use silence to magnify the message that you just gave or that you're about to give. It could be used both ways, silence. Next up is using vivid language to paint a picture. And in this social media world, text message world, email world, a lot of your communication in dating is probably going to be using paragraphs and words if you're not talking, you know. So whether you're talking or writing, you want to be able to paint the picture. You want to be able to make it sound and feel good. Whatever you're saying, whatever you're trying to paint, whatever you're selling, obviously, you're selling yourself, but you want to be able to paint that picture, make it vivid. You want to be able to taste it. You want to be able to, you want them to be able to feel it. Everything. Paint the picture correctly. Next up, keep it simple. A lot of times people try to impress by using crazy technical language, big words, etc. And you don't have to do that. You simply need to make it clear and coherent. You need your message to be clear and coherent. When you start using technical terms, people get lost. So you want to use clear and coherent language. Keep it simple, no big old words, and just get the point across. Lastly, at the end of the chapter, they wrapped it up by giving some techniques to keep people's attention and to keep people listening to your message. All right, so I'll give you these techniques real fast. I'm going to read them off to you. The first one was pace. Okay, people who speak faster are considered more competent. So pace your message steady. You don't have to be super fast, but steady, not very slow and drug on. Okay. Second was vocal fillers. That type of stuff can kill your presentation. All right, whether you're trying to date or if you're trying to get a job, watch out for the and ums. We all do it, but you got to watch out for it. It'll kill your presentation. Next is pitch, and they say that the deeper voice is looked more positively. It says deeper voice is more believable. Generally, you want that deeper voice. It shows a calm, steady, that you're competent and know what you're talking about. Volume, you guys. Volume. They say don't yell, but at the same time, don't whisper. People want to hear you. They don't want their ears to hurt, but they want to be able to hear your message. So the best way not to persuade someone is by them not hearing you or you yelling at them. Then you have articulation. Clear and coherent is the best way to go. Articulate your words. Let people hear what the words are. Clear and coherent. Articulation. And lastly, they talk about pauses in your speech. Pauses. Pause on purpose so people can receive your message, especially if you're talking a little faster. Pause on purpose. Let people receive your message. And also timed pauses attract attention. When you pause at a certain time, that's when people look at you to see what you're going to say next. All right, you guys, I am CA The Life. This was the Law of Verbal Packaging. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this helped. See you next time.